There are moments when you open your phone just to check something for a few minutes, but then suddenly, it's already nighttime. Another day has passed, and the scary part is, you can't even remember what you did today. We always think we still have plenty of time. We tell ourselves, I'll change tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll become more serious. Tomorrow I'll finally get my life together. But then tomorrow becomes exactly the same as today. And slowly, years of life disappear that way. I think the scariest thing isn't failure. It's spending a long time alive without truly moving forward. Hello everyone, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Owen. Today, I want to talk about something I think many young people will deeply relate to. That feeling of suddenly looking back one day and realizing, I wasted so much time. There were periods in my life when I thought I was simply resting. But day after day, scrolling on social media, watching videos for hours, staying up late, procrastinating, constantly saying, I'll change tomorrow. And slowly, life started feeling stuck. And today, I have a friend here who's going to honestly share his experience with that period of life. Hi, welcome to the podcast.
Hi, Owen. Hi, everyone. Honestly, when I heard today's topic, I related to it immediately. Because there was a period in my life when I felt completely lost and directionless. Every day was basically, I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll become serious. Tomorrow, I'll finally change. But then tomorrow became exactly the same as today.
I think many people are trapped in that feeling right now. Deep inside, they know they need to change. But their daily habits keep pulling them back into the same cycle.
Exactly. And the scariest part is, your life doesn't suddenly collapse overnight. Everything happens very quietly. Day after day feels normal, until years suddenly disappear.
What did your daily life look like back then?
Honestly, pretty messy. I used to stay up very late. Sometimes I only planned to use my phone for 15 minutes. But suddenly it was already 2 or 3 a.m. Then, gaming, watching random videos, endlessly scrolling TikTok, jumping from one video to another. And the strange thing was, I always felt like I was very busy.
That feels way too real. The whole day passes quickly, but at the end of the day, you can't even remember doing anything meaningful.
Exactly. I constantly felt exhausted, but at the same time, I wasn't actually doing anything important. There were nights when I lay in bed feeling deeply guilty, because I knew another day had passed and nothing had changed.
I think social media is causing so many people to fall into that situation now. Our brains get used to quick dopamine and non-stop entertainment.
Yeah, and honestly, there were times when I wasn't even using my phone because I enjoyed it anymore. I was using it to escape pressure, anxiety, and disappointment with my real life. There were days when I opened apps so automatically that I didn't even know why I opened them anymore.
I think the scary part is, many people are living like this without realizing it.
Exactly. They think they're resting, but in reality, their minds never truly rest.
But I guess there was eventually a moment when you decided to change, right?
Yeah, but at first, I changed in a very extreme way. I started watching motivational videos, self-improvement content, videos about changing your life. And then I promised myself, starting tomorrow, I'm going to become a completely different person. Suddenly, waking up early, studying for hours, making huge plans, forcing myself to work nonstop.
I used to be exactly like that. Whenever motivation hit, I wanted to change my entire life in 1 week.
Exactly. At first, it feels exciting. You feel like, finally, I'm becoming serious. But after a few days, everything starts becoming stressful. I burned out very quickly, and then I quit again.
That disappointment in yourself feels really heavy.
Yeah, I started thinking, maybe I'm just lazy. Maybe I don't have enough discipline. Maybe I'll never truly change. And honestly, the saddest part wasn't that I wasn't successful yet. It was slowly losing trust in myself.
That's a really painful feeling.
But later I realized the problem wasn't that I wasn't trying hard enough. The problem was that I was trying based only on emotion. Whenever I felt motivated, I pushed myself too hard. And the moment the motivation disappeared, everything collapsed again.
So what finally changed your mindset?
After getting tired and frustrated so many times, I finally sat down and seriously reflected on my life. And I realized, being busy doesn't always mean improving. Doing a lot of things doesn't necessarily mean your life is moving in the right direction. There were periods when I was constantly doing things, but honestly, none of them had any real purpose.
I think many young people feel that way today. Always pressured to do more because they're afraid of falling behind.
Exactly. And that pressure slowly exhausted me. Later, I started thinking more carefully about useful long-term skills, stable opportunities, meaningful paths, and most importantly, something I genuinely wanted to spend years of my life doing.
I think many people today are living without truly knowing where they want to go.
And if you don't decide where your life is going, your daily habits will decide for you.
I think this is the most important part. What did it feel like when you finally found something you genuinely enjoyed?
Honestly, it felt completely different. Before that, even sitting down to study or work for 30 minutes felt exhausting. I would immediately feel sleepy, feel bored, and want to grab my phone again. But when I finally found something that truly interested me, everything changed. There were days when I worked almost the entire day and still wanted more time. Sometimes I even thought, I wish a day had more hours.
I really love that feeling. For the first time, you genuinely want to work hard, instead of forcing yourself to work hard.
Exactly. And that's when I realized, sometimes the problem isn't laziness. Sometimes we simply haven't found something that truly makes us want to continue. But I also realized something important. Finding something you love doesn't suddenly make life easy. I still have difficult days, stressful days, days without motivation. But the difference is, for the first time, my life finally felt like it had direction.
After everything you went through, what would you say to people who feel like they're wasting their time right now?
I think the first thing is this. Don't wait too many years before seriously looking at your life. Time moves incredibly fast. And sometimes the scariest thing isn't failure. It's spending years alive without truly moving forward. I used to think I still had plenty of time. But one day I looked back and realized several years had passed almost exactly the same way.
That honestly feels very real.
And I also think you don't need to completely change your life overnight. What matters more is understanding yourself, finding your strengths, and starting to invest in them now. Because once you find something you genuinely care about, working hard starts feeling much more natural.
I think many people will deeply relate to today's conversation.
I hope so. Because honestly, a lot of young people feel lost right now. They just don't openly talk about it.
Thank you so much for sharing your story today, Ryan.
Thank you, Owen. I'm really happy to be here.
And thank you everyone for listening to today's podcast. If you're also trying to slowly improve yourself little by little, don't forget to subscribe and continue growing with us. And if you have any thoughts or experiences related to today's topic, feel free to leave a comment below. I genuinely love to read them and learn from you guys too. We'll see you in the next episode.